Hello everyone, welcome to the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode we defeated our 4th gym, and in today's episode we're going to... Oh, that's right. That is right. I kind of forgot about that being a thing. We need to not go down there quite yet. We need to, first and foremost, where is the dowsing machine? Register that as well. I don't exactly remember where the... There's a lot of wild encounters here, certainly. I went through this entire area like twice, and I had like 3 wild encounters in total. Now just going to this place and back again, apparently, I've run into like 10. And Siglith would have been a nice capture. I also ran into, what's the pre-evolution for Haxorus? Fracture, I think it's called. I also ran into that. That made me a little bit upset, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where I'm supposed to go exactly is the issue. I do recall having to go somewhere. Very specific. But that isn't really helping me right now, is it? Let's just put on that dowsing machine and see what ends up happening. There's definitely an item on to the back here. It's a Firestone! That's going to save me some time if I ever capture anything that evolves with it. Which I probably won't. Oh, there's an item. X accuracy, not what I need. I need a key. I do like the dowsing machine in this generation though, I must admit. Wait. That's a weird place to have an hidden item. Also, not where I need it at all. I think it's on the top left part of the... Oh, a Grimer would have been nice as well. It's the first time I'm running into a Grimer. But I think that would fit... Not perfectly with my team, but it would fit rather nicely, I would say. You see what I mean with a lot of wild Pokemon suddenly? Chimecho I did run into. I don't give a crap about Chimecho. The only reason I used to like Chimecho is because it had a ridiculously low chance of appearing in a ridiculously small area in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. But then when Generation 4 came around and Chingling wasn't that difficult to get, like, kind of lost its meaning to a certain extent. So, where do we... Where do we go for the key? Is it over here somewhere? I think it might be over here somewhere. If it were though, I would be picking up on it already, so it probably isn't. I might, and I don't want to do this, but I might actually have to Google where to get the key, because otherwise this is going to be the entire freaking episode, and I don't think we want that, do we? Wait, what? Okay, so it is there. But you can only get it from this direction? This direction wouldn't... What? Okay, we can go into the power plant. That's all that matters right now. Let's go into the power plant. I think we do fight a lot of Team Flare people. I don't think we can get any wild Pokemon here, but if we run into any wild Pokemon, which there might be like Mimic Electrodes, which would probably be randomized, we can capture them. We need to remember that. This is a new area, we can capture something if need be, and if, well, need is be. Let that be clear. We do have need for more Pokemon, but if the possibility presents itself to us. Probably the most hated Pokemon of this generation, isn't it? Klefki. I quite like Klefki. But I mostly quite like Klefki just because other people hate it. The same reason I don't mind... Well, it's not the same reason I don't mind Garbodor. I actually just straight up don't mind Garbodor. I don't see what's wrong with Garbodor. It's literally a pile of garbage. Yeah. It is. That's true. But if you're going to criticize Generation 5 for designs, I think you can do better than just, oh, it's literally a pile of garbage. Because there is some, like, not stellar designs in Generation 5. And I think Garbodor is kind of like a decent design. But that being said, there's some not stellar designs in every generation. Because you try to come up with like 100+ designs for creatures. They're not always all going to be great. As a matter of fact, there's like... Oh my fuck. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Bone Rush won't do anything. Power Punch will be resisted. You're probably going to have a flying type move. I'm going to Swords Dance and then Shadow Claw. Hopefully you don't have like Hurricane or something like that yet. I don't think you will. Both your typings are super effective against me. But I do outspeed you. I'm a +3. What can Spaghetti do against a Landorus is the thing. So I need to hit you with a Shadow Claw and just murder you. Please. No! No! How did you live a +3? Shadow Claw. That was insane. I probably could have used a Hyper Potion. But I don't think that would have done that much. Why am I trying to poison the thing that's only... I mean, it's going to die to a knockoff. Okay, so I'm back down to 1 Pokemon. That's fucking great. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, so the XP share isn't going to matter either way if you only have 1 Pokemon, is it? This might very well be the last episode. Let's heal up Spaghetti. We got to use the power of Megalocaria with Power Punch and Swords Dance for exactly 1 episode. After that, he died. And we're just running into Spaghetti dying next. We're just begging for it at this point. We just have to wait until we run into a fire type. Or a flying type. Or an ice type. Or... Actually, flying type we've got a rock tomb for, and that also kind of works against fire types. And ice types, I think, maybe, potentially. That's AZ? Are you telling me I can get AZ's Floette through the randomizer? It doesn't evolve. It doesn't evolve. AZ's Floette doesn't become a whatever its name is, Florograss, I think. But I didn't expect to be facing AZ's Floette. That's going to be the thumbnail for this episode, definitely. But what can I do against it is the question. I'll try a knockoff. Grassy Terrain. That's not a Generation 7 move? Excuse me? That's a Gen 6 move? What? I need to poison you. Do you not have any offensive moves? Because that would be absolutely fantastic. Wait a second, did it just not work against? Okay, you do have Magical Leap, but that won't do shit. That actually did quite a bit of damage. Oh, it's got Safeguard. So what do I do now? Rock Tomb and see what it does? Probably not a lot. I don't know what Grassy Terrain does either, is the thing. I don't know these terrain moves. Okay, that does more damage than I thought. Grassy Terrain seems to be restoring HP, which no longer protected by Safeguard. You are getting poisoned, my dude. Wait a second. I outsped you, I lowered your speed, and now you outspeed me. Magical Leaf isn't the priority. Does Grassy Terrain give priority to grass type moves? Because if so, that's OP move. Well, that means my Giga Drain would also... Never mind, we can't test it. And now you outspeed... Huh? Oh, you used a negative priority move, did you? Is which negative priority? Is it? I don't know. I'm thinking it must be. There's no other logical reason for me outspeeding him that one time and no other times. No, because now... I don't understand. Did I just imagine me outspeeding him with Rock Tomb? Did I just not catch him using a move? Oh, it's probably the move he used Safeguard on, and I just blanked on that because like that's not an important move to worry about, and then I tried to poison him. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so far so good. Right, so far so good. We still haven't run into anything that's going to be horrible for us yet. I'm just waiting when this Nuzlocke is over. Because it's likely to be this episode. Unless you keep throwing things like Whooper at me, in which case I'll take it until I can get something better. But I don't know how I'm going to deal with the next gym. Because maybe when I get to Lumiose I can actually already enter the new route. Maybe I can. That would be great if I could. Because then I can actually at least catch one, maybe two more Pokemon before going into the gym. I have to do some grinding, obviously, but that'll be fine. Better than going into the gym with only one Tangrowth. That much is for certain. Okay. At this point, you're just assaulting me. A Piplup? Again, I'm glad with all the water types are sending out against me, because that's the only thing I can really deal with at the moment. But at least send out a Primplop, so that I feel a little challenge and I can act like I am actually a... Okay. That's a bit more of an issue. Because Umbreon is bulky. Like, very bulky. Then again, Umbreon can't really deal damage either, so I don't have anything to be scared about. Because what could it even... Oh... That wasn't smart on my part. That was actually fairly stupid on my part. To be fair, I didn't think about the fact that it would have Synchronize as an ability, because who else, like... Who even knows what Umbreon has for abilities? I didn't, that's for sure. Is it physically or specially bulky? Or it just does have a lot of HP? I hope the latter. Because I need the HP. That didn't seem like a lot of HP, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that... Wouldn't it have been nice to have a certain fighting type on the team right now? I'm going to use Rock Tomb just to see how much damage it deals. I'm going to assume roughly the same. No, not even close. So it's more physically defensive. Well, it's defensive in both stats, obviously. So it's going to die whatever I do now, so I might as well not use Giga Drain because it's low on PP. Should I go back to the Pokemon Center? I should. Will I go back to the Pokemon Center? I don't think I will. I do not think I will. Because I think I have Pecha berries. If I have Pecha berries, I also have potions. Which means that I can just heal Tangrowth up here. So if I go... I'm fairly certain that berries would be under the berry category. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so I did have Pecha berries. That's fine. Let's keep going with Tangrowth. More Team Flare battles, because why not? I don't know what time I started this episode. At about 40 minutes into the recording, I think. I think we're about 15 minutes into this episode. So, okay, so this is where the issues start building up. Because I don't have anything to deal with Cornwall. I have something, but it's dead. So I don't have anything, actually. Fair. I can't poison you. I don't know. Let's see what Rock Tomb does. I think this is the end. You would avoid my Rock Tomb. You would. You're not doing a lot of damage, even with a critical hit. I'm not dealing a lot of damage either, though. Does steel resist grass? I can never remember. I always just assume that steel resists everything. It doesn't resist grass. That's okay. It does, but it's just very, very weak to special attacks, apparently. How does that do so much damage? Do you just have a massive physical defense? I mean, yeah, most steel types do, I suppose. That would make sense. Okay, so Pawniard dealt with. And he was holding an Aerodactylite, which... You do you, I suppose. Rock Tomb will do a lot more against the Swablu. And that should be this battle easily won as well. You would. You would. You still outspeed me? I mean, yeah, I'm Tangrowth. Yeah, I'm slow. But I'm also level 39. Oh, and I did get a speed drop, actually, from Scary Face. Never mind. Okay, now that is kind of fair. That's kind of fair. I won't complain about that too much. Okay. More healing up with items. Because why not? I have an itchy nose today. I always have an itchy nose when I'm on camera for some reason. It's like my nose can sense when I'm... Oh my god. It's even worse after rubbing it. It's like it can sense when there's a camera in the immediate vicinity. Pointing my... Not even pointing in my direction, actually. Because when I'm filming something, I oftentimes also get an itchy nose. Maybe I'm allergic to cameras. That's a horrible thought. That's not good at all. Also, Aurorus, that's not good at all. Oh my god. You are a rock type though. You are a rock type, so I can use my last Giga Drain on you. And I think I do get an opportunity to get healed soon after this battle. This will do a lot of damage there. I have to use knockoff. That's the only move I have left. And it took it out. Thank Arceus. I'm sorry for killing you last episode. And I'm level 40. Please give me like Ultra Drain. Or Ancient Power. That also kind of works, I suppose. Does it actually? I don't think it does. I think Ancient Power is a mistake. Because I'm more physically offensive. I have a rock type move, which is the same base power. And has more PP. Oh, no, I didn't want to battle you. I thought I was going to get healed up. Okay. It is a fire type. Granted. I didn't heal. I didn't heal. It is a fire type, granted, but it's also just a Cyndaquil, so I think we'll be fine. Depending on what his second Pokemon is going to be. If the second Pokemon is an issue, we might be in trouble. We're in trouble. We're definitely going to be healing, first things first. And then... Dude, I don't know. If I had Giga Drain right now, this wouldn't be an issue. Oh, I can take Trash all day long. I don't have anything that restores PP, do I? No, I don't. I can poison you. I suppose. I mean, you're locked in Trash for like 3 turns and then you'll be confused. So as long as you don't... Oh, 2 turns. You know what? If you hit yourself in confusion and you get like whittled down by poison a little bit, you die that way, I'll be fine with it. I don't need like a lot of credit for you dying. I just need you to die. Don't need to be... It doesn't need to be in a respectable way, you just need to be dead. Again, would have been nice if I could have, I don't know, used a certain punch that powers you up in this battle. Would have been great. But the fucking Landorus with his bulldoze probably was the best option to switch into Spaghetti there. Because it could have taken a bulldoze easy. And it could have poisoned it. And that would have been enough to take it out. So that was a mistake on my part. I guess a knockoff because it deals more damage, even though it is resisted. And now we just play the stalling game. Another knockoff and another poison will probably kill it actually. You use Trash while you're confused. You're brave. I'll give you that. You're brave. Or did you break out of confusion? You might have actually. Doesn't matter because you're dead. Okay, so I'm going to take credit for that actually after all. I think I played that somewhat well. You know what I'm going to play even more well-er? I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center to heal. Be right back. While we're at the Pokemon Center actually, let's... put away our dead Lucario first, because I don't want to be just having a corpse on my team the entire time. And let's also take a look. I don't think you can actually buy like ethers or anything like that, but we should just take a look. Doesn't look like you can. No, okay. So I'm just going to heal up Tangrowth real quick. And after that, this is a new angle. I don't think I've ever experienced before. Yeah, that was a thing. Okay, we'll be right back at the power plant. So I'm not entirely sure how long this episode has been so far yet. I think it's been quite a lengthy episode already, and that might have been actually... That wasn't the last Team Flare run. That actually makes me so happy and scared at the same time. It's a real weird mixed feeling I have about it. So far, it doesn't seem too bad though. It's just a Makuhita. I think we can take a Makuhita, even though Makuhita has a very large amount of HP and a very large amount of physical attack. We have exactly the same. You could actually say, it's more so Hariyama, that's the issue. You could say that Tangrowth is just a Hariyama hiding under the blue spaghetti. You could say that. I don't know why you would, but you could say it. You could also say that... I don't know, what is the theory that Chopper is a Rotom under a Reaper Cloth or something like that? Okay. Keep sending out these Pokemon that I can take care of. Please do. I've got 2 moves for you, one of which actually gives me HP, and the other one of which is just like takes away your item, which probably isn't going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things. But I don't need HP, so I'm actually going to use Knockoff. After that attack, I'll actually need HP, so I probably should have done that the other way around. First use Knockoff, then Giga Drain. As a matter of fact, I should stop defaulting to Giga Drain, because it has the least PP out of my entire... I thought something went wrong in my brain there, don't pay attention to me. But right now I have a real good reason to use Giga Drain because everything else I have that damages is physical, and my physical attack just got lowered. And I'm not entirely sure if Snubble... I think Snubble is neutral against Rock Tomb, but it might resist knockoff because it's Fairy type. I never can remember Fairy type. I haven't had enough experience with it because I haven't played Generation 6 and 7 as much as Generations like 3, 4, and 5, mainly. And 1 and 2 I've played a fair amount of as well. I think these guys are going to be an issue. Do we get... Oh, this sounds like a double battle. This definitely sounds like a double battle or 2 battles in a row. Oh, you only have 1 Pokemon. You aren't considered to be a important battle for some reason. Which I approve, because it's also a Pokemon that I have a super effective move against. Am I going to be, by some stupid luck, be able to actually win this? I wouldn't have minded you actually keeping that Black Sludge for another move. Not that it's going to matter, because I'm going to knock you off again, and that's going to be the end of this battle. But you being poisoned wouldn't have been a bad thing, per se. And I'm level 41. Again, I know that I'm over level, but I also only have 1 Pokemon. And if I run into anything that is an issue for me, I'm just done. Being over leveled doesn't help against a Moltres or a Ho-Oh or anything of the sort. So are you going to only have 1 Pokemon as well, or are you actually going to have 6? It feels like you might have... Yeah, you're going to have 6. Okay. And the first is Zygarde. It's been a good one. It's been fun. I think this is the end. This is neutral. Let's poison you. You already have Lance Wrath? I mean, that's not going to do too much damage to me, but still. You avoid the attack. I can't have you avoiding my poison powders. I need you to be poisoned. Like right now. Please be poisoned. I need you to die. You're only the first Pokemon. There's 5 to go after this. And I only have 1. And I didn't buy any new potions. Probably should have. Was a mistake on my part. Gonna admit that. I still have super potions. I just don't have hyper potions. Let's knock off. Even another Lance Wrath, I can Giga Drain after this and get like a decent amount of HP back, I'm fairly certain. And whatever your item is, it's not going to benefit me. It's a discount coupon. I didn't even know a Pokemon could hold that. Is that a key item? It feels like it would be a key item. Okay. That was a little weird. Maybe that's not a key item. Maybe that's just an item where I don't know where that item came from. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so Zygarde is not going to be that big of a deal, after all, because it's going to die next turn to not a Giga Drain. Let's Rock Tomb it, just cuz. I'm not going to waste a Giga Drain on something that has that little HP. Maybe the Rock Tomb won't knock it out, but the poison definitely will. And its speed is lower, so it's going to die slowly. And painfully. Okay, second Pokemon up. First one wasn't that big of a deal, even though it was a legendary. This is more the speed I was looking for. Thank you, Luxio. Gonna Giga Drain that son of a bitch to get some HP back, first of all. And then after that, I can't switch out to get rid of the Defender Drop. That's not good. I'm going to just Giga Drain twice here. And the Sandstorm subsided, so that should increase my accuracy again. I avoided the Swagger, which is fair. I would have been able to deal with Swagger, especially since I could kind of use the physical attack increase. But honestly, It's been a good one. What do I do? I guess I Rock Tomb. But there's no way I'm winning this. Oh my god, that does nothing. Well, yeah, GG. That's been the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. Thank you for watching. This all comes back. This all comes back to that one moment in Reflection Cave where I thought this girl might be one of those NPCs that heal you in caves, but I didn't want to have to fight her potentially, so I didn't talk to her. In my grinding afterwards, I went back to her, and she was an NPC that heals you for free. If I had talked to her right then, right there, things would have gone so differently. I wouldn't have rushed into the battle against Serena. I wouldn't have lost my entire team there, which means that things would have gone much differently in the gym. Probably the fourth gym would have gone differently as well, because I probably wouldn't have taken Lucario as a result of that. But seeing how easy that gym was, I would have absolutely destroyed that gym anyway. Did I have anything on my team that could deal with Zekrom? Honestly, I don't know. Zekrom might have been an issue either way. But if I had my original team, even with like 1 or 2 casualties, up until the point of fighting that Zekrom, I would have lost 1 or 2 Pokemon. Fine, but I would have still had plenty in backup. That all goes back to me not talking to that one NPC. If I had talked to that one NPC, I would be still going right now. I didn't, because I was scared. Because I thought, if I'm going to have to fight you, I'm going to lose my Nuzlocke. Turns out, I lost either way. And I wouldn't have lost if I had talked to her. So let's take a look at our box of dead Pokemon. We can place Lapras in the party, because that's exactly 18 dead Pokemon. The first of which was Karen, we didn't care about. Eh? Then we had Charlotte, which I don't remember where Charlotte died. I was just very happy to get Charlotte. Then we had Harry the Togekiss. Dude, we got a Togepi. I walked around with that thing for forever in order to evolve it into a Togetic. Then I did the entire super training thing on an emulator to get the stone to evolve it into a Togekiss. And then in its like second battle it died. No. We had Berta. I think Berta was our first death which actually like meant something. Togekiss Harry was annoying. But you can't be attached to something that you've never used. Berta on the other hand we actually got some use out of, and when Berta died, that wasn't a good thing. Sarah, strategic sacrifice, I'm sorry. Big D, we got a lot more use out of you as well. It wasn't as big of a deal to get the Moonstone for you, because obviously you already had a max EV Pokemon to do super training with. Still, it always sucks to lose Pokemon that take items to get, and Big D would have been a nice Pokemon to have either way. Of course, Bob. That was the beginning of the end, having Bob die, and shortly after that Gerald, and then the battle against Serena with Frank and Tyrant, which never got a nickname. And Margaret and Carl and what's your face? Jimmy. They got swept by one Dusknoir. Then our new team was formed with Harold, Yaroik and Olaf and Spaghetti. Harold died shortly after Yaroik and Olaf joined. But then we got Paul, and Paul absolutely destroyed everything until it got destroyed by a Landorus. Just like this episode. And finally, Zekrom let us in with Spaghetti. This is episode 17? 18? 17, I think. We didn't get that far in. I'm not entirely sure what the next series is going to be yet. Tomorrow there will be a Plants vs Zombies video. Obviously, the day after that, the new Pokemon series will start. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet. I have a couple of ideas. I need to see if the game I do want to play a randomizer of works well with randomizers, if it's not like too buggy. Otherwise, I might just do a normal Nuzlocke of that, or some other kind of like challenge run, maybe some different game. I've got plenty of ideas. As of right now, though, thank you so much for watching the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. We got halfway through. It's not one of my best performances ever, I'll admit. And it all goes back to that one moment. See you all next time. Bye.